It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. On one sideline, look at the head coach of the Commanders. These guys dropped their opener on the road last week, hoping for better fortunes here in Week 2. Across the field, that's head coach of the Cowboys, Brian Schottenheimer. His guys were winners in Week 1, and you know they'd love to begin the year with back-to-back victories. Brandon Aubrey has the ball teed up. Kate Scott and Brock Heward up in the booth for this one. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Okay, ready?
Kate, when you partner a relentless work ethic with elite athleticism, you get Jaden Daniels. He put on an absolute show. One of the best rookie years in the history of the game for a quarterback. And with a work ethic and speed and arm, I don't know why he would ever slow down.
They get 27 on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down. One play in, Brock in this drive is already in enemy territory. Daniels on first down. Caught, nice gain left side. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead right away. On is Chad Ryland for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds him on the crossing route. Hits the 20. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already, this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Has him on the quick hitter. Has some daylight through the 40. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Daniels now on first down. Finds the in route complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Cowboys'
70.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Washington first down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Dump off caught by his back. He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
Come on, set.
From the gun, it's Daniels. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Let's go now. 19.
Here he goes, third and long. Great run here. He's across the 35. And a great play does not get the first down. That stop came at the very last moment to bring up 4.
Chad Ryland on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Ryland is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. And from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
He stopped on the run back of the 27. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock. Getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
First carry now, this is Bashal Tutu. He's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Okay, the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
That's good for Cowboys. First down.
Go.
Going to the ground again on first. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the Commander's rush brings him down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of third down.
Hey, God bless the Ted Washingtons, Casey Hamptons, Vince Wilforks, all them run stuffers back in the day. But the D-tackles of today, you not only have to stuff the run, you have to eat up the pass, too. And that D-tackle just got it done.
Short pass brought in. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for Dallas first down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
Tootin on first and 10. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Everybody rushing back to the line. First down, and they go right back to it. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to.
Ready. Reload. Reload.
Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a field goal lead in our opening quarter. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's the Cowboys out in front. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment.
Let's go now.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. On first down, here's Daniels. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field more than a second or two. Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find...
He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Check that.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the red zone now. Brings it in. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Ooh, option play on 2nd and goal. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. And they take this in for the score. The Commanders take a 2nd quarter lead. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Commanders push their lead to 3.
Commanders 17. Cowboys 14.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Returning in from the 16. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cowboys have running back Bashal Tootin headed out with the rest of the offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown.
Unlock line. Go.
They go play action on 1st down. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down. Now looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. So 20 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On the give, it's Tootin. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. 2nd down, give to Tootin. Racing down the left side. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. All set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Throw is caught. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get some late points and the lead. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone, and we take the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games. This sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the 1st half of play.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead.
Commanders 17.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18. Ready, go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Dumped off to his running back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. Daniels. That's completed right side. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Rolling on first down. Daniels. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Cowboy 80.
To throw, Daniels. Caught quickly on the slant. Still has some space inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders get some late points and the lead. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Commanders push their lead to 3.
Commanders 24, Cowboys 21.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Kick taken in here at the 17. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys have running back Bashal Tootin headed out with the rest of the offense. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Come on. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
Second and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Looking for a pass on second and short. Brought in right side. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. Moving the offense up to the line. First and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going deep. Brought in inside the 20. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get some late points and the lead.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Commanders ready to get their offense out there for the final time in the first half. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break.
Check. Hawk 70.
Daniels on first down. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game.
Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard
Here we go.
line.
18 Cardinal.
And center receiver left. To throw again on second down. Daniels hits his tight end on the corner route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Washington calls it second timeout.
Cowboy 80.
Daniels now on first down. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 44. Second down now. They need 7.
Let's go now. 19 driver.
Daniels is going to throw again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And he's going to let this fly towards the end zone. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs. And with no halftime report this week, it seems we're going to get right back to the field for the start of quarter number 3. Returning from the 18-yard line. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Cowboys have running back Bashal Tootin headed out with the rest of the offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Inside give here for Tootin. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Offense in the hurry up now.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Hits him on the out route. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. It'll be a yard at most there, and it's 2nd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
47-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing from the gun. Finds a man right side. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Complete out to the right. And they get this down to the 28. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First and 10 of the 28-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call out a gain of 7. Nicely done. After that little 8-yard scoop, here comes 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. That one's complete, right side. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out at halftime. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11.
Commanders 24.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. On 1st down, here's Daniels. He's running with it. Daniels hit, he lost the football. And the Cowboys scoop it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Yeah, that just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
So Coach Brian Schottenheimer sending his Cowboys offense back to the field. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. Look at where they start with the football now.
And this one is launched downfield. We were putting way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. So fourth down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Aubrey puts it through, and that extends their lead to 14.
I know it's not a touchdown, but that's exactly what you want to do after a takeaway. Make them pay, and in this case with 3.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Complete out to the right side. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Catches made down the right sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Well, just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They'll air it out on 3rd. Completed to his running back. And they make the tackle at the 38. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Couldn't find a completion on first down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Knocked down by Jahan Campbell. Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Commanders football, and they need to get to work here. They're trailing late. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. He completes it in traffic. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over him.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Here's the backup, first throw. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders now within 1 score in the 4th. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts from the 16. This makes it up to the 25. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. And with this lead, keeping the pedal down. The play fake, he'll throw. Buying some time right. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Let's go now.
From the gun on third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
They're going to throw for it on fourth. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Offense working quickly. Sticking to the air here. Finds him on the crossing route. This is going to be down to looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He puts some air under it deep down the left. And the touchdown is dropped. He had it for a moment in the end zone, but just couldn't secure it. What a chance for him. That's a rough incompletion to stomach. You're 2nd and 10 now from the 36. He's going to throw it again. Short pass brought in. He's got it in the red zone. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Go, Reed, go. Go.
From the red zone on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Hand off to Tootin. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll go again here with Tootin. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. One man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
Goal to go. They're passing. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Cowboys go up by 2 scores. 13 points in the 4th. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 9. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Putting a receiver in motion. Finds a man right side. Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a gain of 53 yards. 1st down, Commanders.
Working on 1st down. Complete out to the right. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders now within 1 score in the 4th. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Commanders cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Commanders 38.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 14. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. The Cowboys ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half.
Check, Panther.
Tootin with it. This is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Come on. Set, go.
On the ground. Tootin. We'll call that one a gain of, let's say, 2 yards at second down. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Looking to throw here. Pass it downfield, working the left. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. We've got whistles and a timeout call by the defense. 2:07 left to play. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
It's a handoff to Tootin, running right. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys feeling lucky with a 7-point lead. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Dropping back to throw. Brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Working fast as that clock ticks down. Looking to throw. He brings it in. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal.
Hey, check that.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
18 cards.
They're going to pass it here. And they got there in time. He's taken down.
Go.
And dose of the hurry up here.
It's a loss of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Commanders' 7-yard line.
Hot 70. Ready?
They give it to him up the middle. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Moving quickly, try to get set again.
A gain of 1 yard on the play.
Back to throw.
Now 3rd and goal.
Catch is made in close. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14.
52. Commanders 38. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Let's take this at the 10. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
1st and 10, they're going to throw. And he just tucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Finds him on the slant. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line.
1st and 10 at the 50.
And they're down to 34 seconds as he clocks it. We're in the last half minute of play. Now 2nd and 10. He's going to throw this one. Gets him on the in route. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out.
A gain of 15. First down, Washington.
Throwing it again here. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They are throwing it again. He's got a man left. And he's going to be stopped about a half second before he can pick up the first. Ball down to the 26.
A gain of 10 brings up third and
And that's clocked with 9 seconds left. Time for maybe a couple of plays. Hands are tied. Got to have it on this fourth down. Desperation time here. Trying to push deep downfield. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs. This undoubtedly the final snap of a decided contest. He's a dive up the middle. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm